Rome, although it has been known by many different names and ruled by many different people, has influenced today's history and culture in unthinkable ways. In 753 BC, legend says that Rome was founded by Romulus and his twin brother Remus. However, it was really founded by the Latins, who fought with the Greeks and Etruscans for control of the land because of its fertile soil and advantageous location. Rome's first king was Tarquin the Proud, who ruled from 534 BC to 509 BC. He was very tyrannical, which caused his subjects to never want a king again. This caused the creation of the early Roman Republic in 509 BC, when the kingdom of Rome was overthrown by noblemen. These men later went on to create new laws and a republican government. A group of 10 officials began writing Rome's laws. The laws were written on 12 tablets and established that all free citizens had a right to the protection of the law. Two social classes were formed, the patricians and the plebeians. The patricians were the wealthy land-owning noble class in Rome. They often owned slaves who would work at their farms for them. The patricians inherited power and held almost all the important government positions, such as the consuls. However, only males could vote. In early Rome, patricians were the ones who could hold political power or religious office. The plebeians were the commoners in Rome and had the highest population in society. They included merchants, farmers, and craft workers. The plebeians elected tribunes to give them a voice in government. However, the patricians still held most of the power. In 49 BC, Julius Caesar started gaining power in Rome because he was conquering outside of it. The citizens were scared that he would become another tyrant and ordered him to come back to Rome. He did, although not in the way they expected. Julius Caesar took his troops that he had conquered from other nations and fought in a civil war against Rome. After his victory, he became dictator and ruled over Rome. He died shortly after, in 44 BC, after being stabbed in the Senate room. After Julius Caesar dies, his nephew, Augustus Caesar, comes into rule. He expands the empire and opens up bigger trade routes, helping Rome prosper and leading to the Pax Romana. The Pax Romana, literally meaning Roman peace, was a 200-year period starting 27 BC during Augustus Caesar's rule. It was the golden age for Rome, and they were able to expand their economy. It was during this time, 80 AD, that the Colosseum was built. Still standing today, it was made of concrete with a clever structural base that has allowed it to withstand hundreds of years of erosion. The Colosseum was a major source of entertainment and was used by the government to distract people from their own difficult lives. Sadly, in 180 AD, the Pax Romana ended when Commodus was appointed the king. His reign ended in 192 AD with his assassination. This sparked a civil war that brought an end to the golden age of Roman history. Rome fell because of many reasons, some from the inside and others from the outside. First, there was the utter size of Rome. Since it was so big, getting messages across and protecting all its borders was getting more and more difficult. Because of this, the government decided to spend more money on their military, which led to overspending. It was around this time when people started losing trust in their leaders, as more than 20 men took the throne in the span of only 75 years. When Emperor Diocletian divided the empire into two halves to make it easier to govern, it also caused them to drift apart and resulted in not enough communication between the two sides. Their cultures started differing, as Western Rome was more traditional, while Eastern Rome included many more people that the government had hired to be in their military. As a result, they soon branched out into two separate empires, Western Rome and the Byzantine Empire, also known as Eastern Rome. The main reason for the new Roman Empire's collapse in 476 CE was the invasion by barbarian tribes, although there were other small factors, such as Christianity. Rome has risen and fallen through a series of civil wars and turns of power. However, the culture and preservation of their achievements and history will always remain and continuously influence today's Rome and the world around us.